Hi, it's Mrs. Jones, and welcome to my garden. So, we've got so much rain in the last few weeks, and along with the rain come mosquitoes. So, before I even started this video, I loaded up on my bug repellent. So, funny thing, last time I left off, I was trying to get the sweet potatoes going in water, like the videos I saw on YouTube, and that didn't work. So, what I did, I just set it here in this soil. And as you can see, we've got some beautiful growth here. There's even another one that sprouted out from below. So I'm just going to set that and forget it. And while this was going in the soil, I bought a few extras that I was going to put in the soil. They started sprouting on the counter. Oh, mosquitoes. They started sprouting on the counter. After I tried so hard to get potatoes to grow in water to get the slips, there they are, growing happily on my counter. I also added some of these yellow potatoes. I'm going to put that in some soil too. So the rain is really good for some of these vegetables and not so good for others. Now here's that giant tomato plant. Now I continued to get tomatoes for quite a while once I picked it before it split. And in fact, I still have a few on here that are in pretty good shape. So I'll just grab those. And then after about a week of constant rain, all the leaves dried up. So the next project for me for that, clearing out that tomato. Cabbages, I had 4 really good cabbages. And then if you notice, little cabbages sprouted out from where I took my previous cabbage. I was even able to share one with my neighbor. I've been getting the okras slowly but surely. That's a pretty little one right there. Okay. Peppers, not as productive as I'd liked, but they're still coming enough for me. And let's see, there's a nice big one back here. And I've got a few in the fridge still. The broccoli, even though this is not the ideal season for the broccoli, I still come and I pick these little tops off and they sprout back for me if I get them just in time. I'm not leaving it to get big because they dry out. This is, like I said, winter is the ideal season for them. I thought my eggplant was all done, but there are a ton of flowers coming out, so I'm excited about that. We'll get some more eggplant back here. Cassava's looking great. No banana shoots with flowers yet. We'll keep an eye out for that. Over here, this is the bitter melon. Nice growth, but no fruit yet. Lots of flowers. So we'll keep hope. And then these volunteer tomatoes, I had several of them. They stay orange to yellow on the tree, but then as soon as I pick them and leave it on the counter, they get red. And ideally, you don't want to eat tomatoes from the fridge because the skin gets a little tough. So I like picking them just enough in time to eat. Oh, here we have a female. Now, if this was pollinated, I'll get a fruit. I just don't remember if there was a flower there. I didn't check. So what happens is the male has a stem with a flower, and the female has a little bit of a fruit and ends with a flower. Now this is all dried up, so either it didn't get pollinated and it's gonna die off, or it got pollinated and it's ready to grow. So we can be hopeful. Who do we have hiding there? Hello, frog. Tiny little frog. Hello. We'll let you be. Okay. The Asian long bean, also a very productive plant. Look at the size of that. I get about 2 to 4 every day. And I add it to beef or curry. can mix it with potatoes, stir fry, anything you would do with any other bean. It just has a great taste that takes on the flavor of whatever you're cooking. Some more tomatoes over here. Nice for pico de gallo, or just a nice little snack. There we go. Not bad. And there's still some on the tree. Leave it, and tomorrow I'll have some more. Okay. I also thought the collard greens were done, but new shoots are coming up. So when I'm done here, or maybe another day, I'm going to go through, cut off all these older leaves, put that in the compost, and make room for new growth. So I had a second celery growing right here, and some happy critter got in there and took it. But the other one is still going strong. I've actually used it before. And let's see, down in here, the longleaf cilantro. I use that in my pico de gallo or seasoning meats. All right, here's our pigeon pea plant that's getting nice and big. And the jaboticaya. Herbs still surviving. I pick them often. Back here, I decided to add a couple papaya. I started these from seeds. Eventually, all of this back here will be completely covered with mulch, but I needed to protect them from the lawnmowers until I have a chance to remove all the grass. So I'm excited to have my papayas going again. I looked at a video of an expert fruit planter grower, and I noticed in his yard he has a ton of fruit trees really close together. I always thought that I had to separate my fruit trees by a good 15 to 20 feet to give them enough growth, root potential. But he said you can put them closer. They'll stay smaller. You'll get enough fruit for yourself and your family, but you get more trees. You know what I'm thinking, right? Another mango tree. Me and mangoes, they go way back. If there's any other fruit that's going to be extinct, I hope it's not mangoes. Look at these. Oh my gosh, they're huge. I can't wait to have these. And I think they still have more to go because they're still really, really hard. I just hope I'm the first to get it. And we still have a second crop. See, this is much smaller than this one. So there's only maybe one. There's some small ones up at the top. Okay. The corn, the bugs like the corn just as much as I do. So maybe I'll get some, maybe I won't. I'm not too stressed out about it because that was an experiment. And then next to it, I've got some leeks. Melon still looks the same. Probably should be in the ground, not in a pot. Live and learn. Pumpkin, however, got some extension over here with some hidden flowers, so we'll give that some time. We'll move this off, keep that over there because I don't want the lawnmower to get it. So that's there. So again, here we've got guava tree and the peach tree. Hubby cut off the stems that were growing all the way down there. It looks like they're starting to grow back again. We'll have to keep it. But as soon as we did, the top exploded with growth. So obviously we should have done that sooner. Okay, just a few flowers. What's going on back here? These elderberries are looking nice. I gotta find a spot for it. I think I will do that soon. Barbados cherry, ice cream bean plants. Co-worker gave me lemongrass and blackberry, onions. Most of the onions got resorbed, so we've just been picking whatever's there, the little small bulbs, and using them. This one still has a nice little amount of growth to it. And the passion fruit. I was concerned about this passion fruit for a long time because it was just not growing. Now it's growing so fast, and I have to find a spot for it. So I'm about to assemble a trellis type arch and find a nice spot for it. It grew so quickly, and then it hugged onto this wild grapevine back there. Don't worry, my dear, I will find a nice spot for you before the morning. Purple basil, I thought it was a goner. All of these leaves had dried up, and now we've got some fresh purple basil. That smells really nice. Excellent. Sapodilla, still going strong. There's a little bit of brown or black soot on there. I'll try to take care of that. So I would like to show you at the front of the house. So come along with me. Oh, here are our lemons. Explosion of lemons. I see a lot of lemonade in our future. Also, I found this blueberry, or is it blackberry? Thornless blackberry on the death rack. They call it the death rack at Lowe's because it's usually looking like it's dying. But in the time that I've had it here, which is about a week, this is actually a weed. It's perked up a bit. I think it just needed some water. These leaves are looking really healthy. Get rid of the old leaves. Don't encourage any pests. Alright, so I'll find a spot for that too. Okay, let's go to the front. Whee! Here's our orange. One sad little orange here, one sad little orange there. It's a young tree. I don't expect a lot from it this year, but you're doing really, really well. So keep up the good work. Blueberries are looking nice and healthy, at least most of them. All of this is new growth, all these light green, new growth. And every once in a while you come out and there are blueberries. This one's actually red. Ton of blueberries on this one. I can't wait for this to actually look like a hedge. And then you come out and eat your landscape. Oh, this one looks a little sad, but we still have new growth from the bottom. See, I'm not too worried about these. Old leaves often die off, but if you see new growth, then you know the tree is still alive. Lots of light green new growth with some berries there. Got some berries there, lots of light green compared to the dark green. And the lychee, remember how all the older leaves had the browning? But here are all the beautiful new leaves with no sign of browning. So can't wait for the old leaves to die off. Over here, the avocado and avocado's friend, Where did he go? There you are. Hello. That's the avocado 2.0. Here's the avocado 1.0. This poor thing, it just doesn't matter how many times I prop this up. And now I see this powdery stuff on the branch. Just only one spot with powdery mildew type thing. I'm gonna let it go until the end of this season and then replace it with another one that I have going. So over here, this is the latest project. This is going to be my cactus garden. So we've got pineapples, aloe. I actually have one pineapple regrowing inside. And then at each one of these, I've got dragon fruits. These are really sturdy. They're heavy metal. And I like these frames. Obviously, I didn't want to have the typical 4x4 out in the front of the yard. Not really appealing. But these, I can hang some flowers in the meantime until the dragon fruits get to the top where I can arch it. Someone told me that if my dragon fruit is stunted, I can chop off the top of it and it will regrow. So I did that about three days ago. It's dried off and I'm gonna wait to see if there's any growth before I do it to the others, because so far I've only had 2 plants regrowing, that one and that one, and it's actually got some little roots hanging on there. That's really nice. Oh, I had another papaya up here, just for good measure. And here's the lime that was gifted to me by my boss. It's doing nice and healthy. We've got some light green leaves here showing no new growth. Okay, so that looks nice. What else do we have going on? I think that's it. So I removed all of those old planks and I replaced it with something pretty. So in years to come, I'm hoping this will be a nice cactus garden with pineapples, aloes, dragon fruits, and if I can get my hand on any other edible cactus, I'd like to add it in this area. And maybe decorate it with some rocks and anything else I can come up with. There's my coconut tree. Come on, coconut. Hurry up. Can't wait to pick coconuts at the front. Any fishes out? Yes, there they are. We missed you last time. The last video, I didn't get to see you. And there are 2 flowers, purple flowers. They're gorgeous, but they only come out in the full sun. So they close up in the afternoon. Oh, here's a beautiful white one. Okay. So that's all we've got going on. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, go ahead and add that. And please like and subscribe so you can see additional updates of what's going on in our garden. Thank you for watching and have a blessed day. Bye.